Welcome my peeps, my peoples. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'd be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart, my peeps, my peoples. So let's talk about Love and Hip Hop Atlanta Season 7, Episode 10. Mary Jane's in the building. And let's talk. We had two funerals this season. We have Shooter losing his son, and now we have Kurt losing, his mom. And then on top of that, we have, Ciara. Is Ciara like just the dumbest thing walking? Like, what's going on? Her and Estelita need to team up and be friends. They need to be down with each other. Like, what is really going on? I'm like, whoa. And Karlie B just being so messy and being up at other people's business, got her a glass thrown in her face and some champagne on her face. Like, come on. And like, do you see these sideline women waiting to play double dutch to jump in and be with BK? What do BK got that he can just lie and play with these women hard and they're feeling and they see each other and they meet up and it's all good? Like, whoa. I don't that's way too much. And then what's up with Keeley? 1 minute is Keeley saying she's keeping her son away from, Blue Da Vinci. Blue Da Vinci says that, she's keeping the son away. And then you get Keeley say that, he walked away, he left. And then he says he walked away and he left. Like, get your story straight. Which one happened? Did she keep your kid away from you and didn't let you see your child? Or did you walk, or did you get up and bounce and didn't come through? So what's good with that? So anyways, at least they made up. So let's talk. So we have Kurt and Rasheeda. They went to the funeral. It was so wonderful to see Rasheeda and Kurt, together supporting each other. You see the kids crying. You also see Todd, Candy's husband from Real Housewives of Atlanta. He showed up. He was there, and the funeral was like, it was a wonderful service. It's sad, R.I.P. to Kurt's mother, Gloria. May she rest in peace. Sad situation, but this also brings to light to Kurt and Rasheeda relationship, where Kurt is like, yo, listen, Rasheeda, I want you. Life is too short. Our family is strong. We need our bond. Blase in the third. So now Kurt and Rasheeda are back together, and then the relationship. So I guess the blue tape is going to be peeled up off the floor and the walls at the house. So hopefully, since Rasheeda and Kurt has hooked up back together, they go find out what's going on with Cannon and bring him into their life, because he's actually a part of their family. So that situation went okay. We got to see Kurt's father. His name was, the title of Kurt's father's name, when they showed Kurt's father, the title under it was Papa Frost. I was like, okay, it is what it is, Papa Frost. So, we're moving on from that situation, and we get to K Bachi and Keeley, and they meet up. She comes through the crib. She's upset. She mad. She wants to know what's going on. K Bachi was like, if you would have stayed your butt at home, nothing would have happened. I told you not to come. I told you not to show up to, Tokyo release party, but you showed up anyway. And so, Keeley was like, so what's going on with, Blue being there? Like, what's up with that? And he was like, well, I'm not going to tell Blue to leave, or Blue this or Blue that. I knew Blue before I knew you. I was like, well, it's like that, K Bachi. When we first started this season, you was all over Kaylee. You love Kaylee. You guys were together. And it seems like you don't give a shit about her now. And it's just like, whoa, did you guys really have a relationship? What was really going on? And so then, Keeley, she asks about, Crystal. That girl Crystal was there. What's up with that? And so K Bachi gets into his confessional with his shitty ass. And he goes, I don't owe her an apology. I don't owe her nothing. I don't need to tell her who Crystal is, whatever it is. I don't need to tell her nothing, because I don't feel like, and I don't want to. That's not my business. I was like, whoa, because he was like, she wasn't too open with me. But why did you let her get away with not telling you who her baby daddy was? She should have told you straight up and down. She should have told you who her baby daddy was, but she probably didn't want to tell you because she knew that you knew her baby daddy, and that is grimy and shady at the same damn time, especially when you guys are going to run up and meet each other. But damn, you should have pressed her for it instead of staying with her. And so he's like, there's nothing to need to say about Crystal. He was just like, she asked about Crystal, he was like, there's no need to talk about it. We ain't in a relationship. We ain't together. He was like, there's a hole in that wall for you to go. Like, peace out. I'm like, damn. I mean, like, it was that quick. There was no love lost. No nothing. It's just like, it's over. It's done with. So Keeley has taken another L. But maybe not, because he was cheating on her with Crystal and everybody knew about it except for her. So Keeley should have been focusing on her business instead of worrying about what Shooter and what Ciara was doing in their relationship. She should have been finding out what K Bachi was doing and what was going on in her relationship. And she took a L, like, seriously. And so moving on from that, we get Spice. Spice is chilling, looking all pretty. I like Spice. She was on Sister Circle and she told us her story. Like, she's a grinding female. She's out here hustling. She's trying to make her money and do her thing. And actually, you know, she is talking to Erica Mena because she wants to know what's going on. Like, because, you know, Tommy's not showing up. Tommy's absent from the photo shoot, video shoot. She's absent for everything. So it's just like, what is really going on with the situation? I'm like, whoa. And so, you know, what's her name? What is her name? So Spice is kind of like, she's feeling like, you know, maybe Erica Mena knows, and Erica Mena knows. Erica Mena was like, yeah, you know, I like Tommy. She's sexy. She cool. I like her. I got a crush on her and all this other stuff. The music sounds good. The video looks good. But Tommy been going through some things. She had a hard life. She got a hard not life. So it is what it is with her. So just give her a chance to be easy. And then the conversation switched over to Estelita. Estelita is back with Stevie. And, you know, Spice and, you know, and Erica Mena was like, what's going on? She was on our shoulders crying. She wanted to get out her contract, and you know Spice was trying to get her out of her contract and all this other stuff if she wanted to go there from Stevie or whatever. So, you know, Spice is like, well, you need to have a talk with her. And so, you know, and also Erica Mena says that she's not with Danger Zone. She's not with him because, you know, she ain't gonna do it. She's working with other people. And, you know, she doesn't like Stevie's mentality because he's like pimping over there. Like, yeah, he got to taste the goods. Like the pimps say they got to taste the girls' goods before they go out there in the street. So basically, they're just talking about Ciara. I mean, they're really just talking about Tommy and, you know, Estelita making bad decisions and bad choices. So, moving on from that, and yeah, Estelita, and you know, Erica Mena is really pissed off because she was like, she was crying on our shoulders. She was talking about Stevie taking 30% and all this other stuff, you know. So, now we move on to Karlie Redd and Mimi. They sitting in a nice place. They're having some drinks going on. They look all good and they're black. And then all of a sudden we see another woman. Her name is Amber. She looks like she's a lot older, you know, than everybody on the cast. She's a Caucasian woman. She has on this deep black wig. And her lipstick is all over the place because Ciara, you know, she pointed out like, yo. So we find out that Amber has been sleeping with BK, and, you know, Tokyo's going to show up, and also Ciara's going to show up to the situation, but they didn't give a heads up. If Karlie was really their friend, Karlie should have said, hey, listen, come through, you know, I got some people for you to meet, they have something to tell you. But Ciara probably wouldn't have showed up because she don't want to hear the truth, she don't want to face the truth. That's why Shooter was able to have multiple babies on her and cheat on her, and then have the girl Mariah working up in her shop. You know what I mean? Mariah was working up in her shop and screwing Scooter the whole time. And so now, so, you know, they come in. So, you know, Tokyo and, you know, Ciara is just like, okay, what's this going on? I know Mimi. I know, you know, Karlie. So who's this chick over here? And so then that's when Ciara was like, you know, she looks kind of familiar. Like, you know, but she was like, she looked kind of familiar. And, you know, and Ciara's thinking like, yeah, BK showed me a picture of her and was saying that this girl was trying to come after him. She was a stripper. She was his friend and she needed some advice and she needed some help. She needed something. She needed that ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. And so, you know, Ciara was like, yeah, that's what he was calling. He said, babe, look at this picture. And so that's when Amber was like, what you mean, babe? Were you guys together or something like that? And so Tokyo was like, what do you mean talking about babe? That's his girl. What do you mean he calling her babe? BK calling her babe or whatever. And so then that's when Amber was like, I know BK for 10 years and we've been having sex since then. We had sex Friday night. And so then that's when Ciara was like, yeah, he told me that you was trying to get with him. You was trying to get some and he was trying to help you out. But, you know, he wasn't feeling you. He wasn't feeling that situation. And so then that's when Amber was like, I got receipts. You know, she's showing text messages. She's showing this. She's showing that. And so, you know, because, you know, Amber's like, I got receipts. And Tokyo was like, oh, it's tax season. Let's see these receipts. I was like, oh, go Tokyo. And so Tokyo's side-eyed in Karlie Redd because she was like, yo, how you going to set your girl up like this? How you going to let this come through? Like, you're not going to give nobody a head up and tell her what's going on. You're going to have this chick sitting here. Yeah, which it is shady because there could have been some beefing going on and some fighting. But, you know, they got security there. So it is what it is. And so then, then we get another girlfriend. Joy, she walks in and, you know, Ciara knows her because she is BK order. She works with BK or whatever. So then Joy got a story to tell that she's sleeping with BK too as well. And then Amber has the proof because she shows the text messages and the voicemail where, you know, BK is saying that he is messing, that he's you know, he's also messing with Joy or whatever. And so, well, we don't know how old these text messages, we don't know when this information happened where, you know, BK was recorded, because he did admit that he was sleeping with Joy. So anyways, Joy was like, yeah, I know about you. And Joy is the type of chick that she don't mind being second fiddle. She don't mind being second best. She don't mind being the side chick. She don't mind being the under the ground chick. You know what I mean? She don't mind at all because she knows about Ciara. She sees him with Ciara and she sees BK with Ciara, and she was like, oh, well, he told me that you was just best friends. And that's the same thing that Amber said, that BK said that, you know, Ciara is just her best friend. So moving on from that, you know, Ciara's not trying to hear it or whatever. And so Joy was like, you know, I do your eyebrows and stuff like that, and I know you, you know, I'm his, you know, I'm not just his best friend, like we ain't dating. I was like, damn, you don't have, all these guys ain't in a committed relationship, it ain't official, Ciara. You the relationship ain't official, and you got two hoes coming to you telling you that they sleeping with your man. They got text messages and voicemails, and it ain't even official. So that means that he can basically mess around with anybody he wants to, because there's no label, there's no claim, there's no stake. And men really take that shit serious. We don't take it serious. We be like, oh, we just talking, so we don't talk to nobody else, but they be talking to everybody because they know they're about to be in a relationship. So Ciara ain't even in a relationship, and she's hearing that he got 4 kids, she got all this going on, she gonna stick by him and be with him. That only means that the relationship is gonna get worse, in my opinion. They might switch it up on a TV show, may act like it's gonna be a fairy tale between Ciara and BK, but BK's out here swinging it like Shooter was swinging it, and it is what it is with that situation. So anyways, you know, Ciara confronts, you know, Karlie Redd, like, yo, what's going on? Like, you know, how you gonna set me up like this? How you gonna bring, you know, BK side chicks here? Like, this is all messed up. And so then that's when Karlie got defensive and started coming after Joy and talking about, oh, Joy, oh, you messed up, you wrong, you get your eyebrows done from her, you all up in her shop and everything, and you can't say nothing to her. And to Joy was like, don't mess with me, whatever. So they're arguing back and forth. Joy threw her drink, she hit the target, hit Karlie with the drink, with the champagne in her face, and that's what it was. And then they had to separate Joy and Karlie, because Karlie was acting like she was going to fight her and she was going to go head up with her. And they're holding back Joy, and I don't know where Joy got that fur from. Joy looks like she's a hard life, hard criminal. You know, Mimi didn't say 2 words. She just quiet. She's just looking like she's unbothered. And then you have, you know, Amber. She's sitting there looking like she's like 75, still on the stripping pole, still trying to be young. I'm like, whoa. So then, you know, Ciara and, you know, Tokyo, they're laughing that Karlie Redd got hit with the glass or whatever, or wine, because, you know, she's messing. She set that up, and they don't feel good about the situation, and they didn't have her back because she didn't have their back, because, you know, she set them up with these 2 females. She set Ciara with these 2 females and not give her the, you know, reach out and touch and tell her what's going on, because Ciara said she wanted to hear privately. But whether it was if it was privately, Ciara wasn't going to believe her at all. So I think Karlie had to go do this step, do this move, even though it is shady. But Ciara wasn't going to hear it anyway. She wasn't going to take the information, because she's one of them chicks that no matter what happens, she's going to stick. And that's why she was a scooter for 8 years. So Tokyo was like, yo, nobody saved you this time. You always have your people to save you. And she's talking about security, but this time they couldn't save you. So don't even talk crazy to me, Karlie, because you're drunk, you messed up, and I don't want to have to go at you. So Ciara and Tokyo, they leave the situation, and Karlie Redd was like, yo, I was doing this for you. I was letting you know what your man was doing, or whatever, blase and the third. But if the chick would have threw, I don't know, I would have probably, you know. But Karlie Redd was turning up, just like Tokyo said. Tokyo said you was turning up for no reason, because Ciara didn't even turn up. So why would you turn up? So then that's on Karlie Redd, because she turned up. Ciara didn't turn up. Tokyo didn't turn up. The side chicks didn't turn up. So why did, you know, Karlie Redd turn up? So it is what it is with that situation. I was like, oh shit, there we go. And then you remember last episode, you know, BK was in his confessional talking about he got other chicks that he's not honest with her, and he's keeping secrets from her. So anyways, we have, you know, Ciara, she goes and she sees, you know, but first, let me tell you this, Ciara was dressed nice. Her boots and that shirt she had on her hair was lit. She looked good. And Mimi was lit too. Karlie Redd hairstyle and her makeup was on point too as well. Tokyo, you know, it's Tokyo. She had the curly hair this time, and she had on the glitter jacket. Because I don't know, I guess a club kid type of look or whatever. So it is what it is. So we get, you know, KK meets up with, you know, with Tiara, meets up with Tiara, and the most funny thing about that conversation, Tiara was like, I need your help because, you know, King, he's bad now. And so, you know, KK was like, yeah, he's a savage. He get that from you. I was like, she called that little man a savage. The little kid is savage. So anyways, they're going to see if they can work something out where she can actually start seeing her grandson. And, you know, Tiara's going to think about it because she knows how, you know, KK can be. KK be turning up. But KK got her ass back on this show. KK got a big ass. And so do, what's her name? Keeley got a big ass. Are these asses real? Erica Mena ass is huge. Estelita ass is huge. It don't look real. I don't know. Keely's kind of a thick girl, so I don't know if her ass is real or not. It looks like, you know, what's her name? Rasheeda ass is real. I don't know what's going on with all these implants. So is this implant Atlanta? So moving on from that, we get, you know, Ciara, she walks up and she goes to see her man BK looking all good with them white boots on and that jean kind of like jacket shirt and that curly hair coming down. She looked good. She comes in there and she asks him about the situation, what's going on. And he was like, he hasn't had sex with Amber. He had nothing to do with Amber. She was trying to get some. She wanted some. She came over to the house. So Amber was right when he texted and said her to come over, but he said it was for advice. There's no way. Why would she need advice from him at his house? How come they come meet up anywhere else? And Amber is the type of chick that would get on her knees and do anything for $1 or a quarter or a Happy Meal. So anyways, I'm just assuming, I'm just joking though. So anyways, I don't know if they had sex or not, but in my opinion, I say 9.99 they had sex. 9.99 she was on that corn. She was gobble gobble gobble. So moving on from that, and so then she was like, what about Joy? He was like, oh man, Joy kind of situation happened before you. You know, you came in the picture, you know, you were still married, you were still with Shooter, you know, and she was comforting me and she was around. I thought she was your artist. Why are you guys sleeping with your artist? And why does BK sleep? BK got 3 females so far he done slept with on this show. Like, come on, like, he's the only penis around in Atlanta. And is BK using protection? Is he wrapping it up? So anyways, he was like, you know, yeah, I slept with her, but, you know, I'm not sleeping with her anymore since we kind of like dating. And, you know, BK was like, it did overlap, but he ain't gonna mess up the situation. So she forgives him. She's the dumbest broad ever. It is what it is. Her and Estelita are down for each other. But Estelita, at least Estelita got an excuse that, you know, she was raped and abused her whole life. Her father, you know, molested her. She was in a strip club dancing. And she ran to America for safety, and she's been used and abused. So, you know, of course, she was probably going to pick a man like Stevie J if she didn't get help or treatment for her past issues and past things that happened to her. So it is what it is with that situation. So I'm like, okay, I'm reloaded. And so BK, no joke, he's over here swinging and he's just swinging it all over the place. I'm just like, oh goodness. And so then we finally get Keeley and we get Blue Da Vinci. They meet up, they squash their beef. He sees his son and now he's gonna be in his son's life, and that's a good thing. So hopefully everything works out with that situation, because his son looks just like him and his son's looking for love and want love, and the father want to give it to him. So hopefully everything goes well with that situation. And then we have, you know, Mama D, she meets up with KK, and basically they got strippers and guys all over the place. Mama D is still running her mouth about the Bam pregnancy. When the Bam don't want nobody to know, she tells KK. KK give her some advice. Be there for Bambi. Do everything Bambi tells you to do. The Bam, do everything and support her through her pregnancy, because you don't want to end up like me where you're not able to see your grandkid. So peace. I'm out. One love to all my peeps and my peoples. And please don't be dumb like, you know, Estelita and what's her name, Ciara. Like, this man just lied all up in her face and she just took it. That's why Scooter got away with all the things he did. If she's going to be putting up with this shit already in the beginning of the relationship, it's going to get worse. She might as well go back to her husband. Peace. I'm out. One love.